reason for why I applied and why I'm having such a great time here is being able to interact with other people who are interested in the same topics and not just being interested generally in like cultural studies or philosophy, which are the main, or communication studies, which was the area where I'm from, but are very broad areas. And so queer studies, sexualities, and politics regarding these issues is a bit more focused topic.
Strong interdisciplinary approach and setup of the school, which not only brings, or it's perhaps even trans-disciplinary in a way, because it brings together not only people from various academic disciplines, but also people working in the field of arts or activism.
Specifically, the format is really interesting for me. I think that it's outside of a university context, as Jack was talking about, that we need to kind of explore study rather than legitimacy in academia and in these structured formats and in these institutions.
Going deeper into these issues and just, being in an international environment, you can find other people who are kind of in the same place where you are in terms of reading, in terms of research, in terms of trying to put forward a PhD project that kind of deals with all of these issues.
Brings together scholars from various fields that are working in a way with concepts and approaches that are relevant from an academic point of view, but also I guess most of us also share certain activist concerns with regard to queer politics, for instance, feminism, or as the title of course says, politics surrounding around questions of gender and sexuality in our specific context that we came from, and then to bring all these people together to have an exchange, that's an extremely enriching experience, or it has been to me, and I'm very grateful for this opportunity.
Well, I'm an artist, so this for me is an area of research that will be transferred into another kind of language for me. And I'm also really interested in how to portray ideas and how to really come from the abstract outside of these academic structures. But at the same time, I really think that it's very important to reference these narratives and this history and these discussions that have happened outside of my art context.
Starting basically already with the preparation, with the selection of readings that the lecturers gave us. I mean, for me it was a mixture of some of the texts I had already known, but it was a great experience to reread them after a certain period of time, and other texts were completely new to me, and I never have discovered them without this input. And then being able to, get to know the way how these lecturers approach these texts and work with them, and then also in the discussions, the feedback that I personally got, for instance, to my paper from the lecturer, but also from the other participants in the school, really pushed me to call into question some of my assumptions.
My own study and my own research is certainly going to be enriched by the experience here, by what I learn, also by what I don't learn, but I will learn after, because I bring with me a lot of these questions and doubts that I will further on be able to develop. So I don't think everything will be finished after the summer school. It will be like a starting point for many different directions that we can then follow in terms of our own individual place and research. I also think that the contacts and the connections and the network that we can establish as the PhD students in this summer school will be really important to further encounters, further conferences, because now I know people from all over the world that are also interested in this, and so yeah, that's always a benefit.